wanted to take some time and go over our morning basket and what that looks like for our family. I know it's really helpful to me to see other people and what they're doing, so I just wanted to take a moment to do that. And we kind of try to center our morning basket around, my kids are yelling. I hope you can't hear that. Sorry. We try to center our morning basket about whatever it is that we're learning and maybe our core curriculum at that time. I'm gonna go have to break this up. To be continued. All right, so as I was saying, we try to take our morning basket and use whatever our main curriculum focus is. So for math, we were learning about money. So we've put out a sorting station of coins. My son is in first grade technically, and then I have a pre-K / kindergartner and a toddler running the house right now. So I had put out this book, him, as part of like the activity part of it, and he's really excited about this. And I put some of our money worksheets in here as well as what's in the regular book. So that's where this came from, and he worked on that one morning. And I also printed out this little money book sheet. It's two sides right here, as you can see, to cut out. Little sister just colored on hers, but my son actually was able to fill it out and cut it out and staple it so he has a little book. So I like to have them have some sort of activities to do, and I'll go through that after, but I just wanted to show that part real quick because, excuse me, like I said, whatever our main focus is on in our core curriculum is kind of where we take our morning basket to. So another thing we're doing, we do Jot It Down from Brave Writer. I really like that. So we were working on art appreciation for this month. So some of the books that are related to art appreciation in our morning basket, and I just get a bunch from the library. In fact, I still have others that we're gonna rotate. So I just wanna go through a couple at a time. But this is a great one. Ish is a good one. And we talked about just a couple of artists because I wanted to really just let them focus on a couple at a time so that they would have some good information about each artist and do a little like art project separate from morning basket time. So we went over Henry Matisse and Henry Scissors. We went over Kandinsky, and so this is a great book, The Noisy Paint Box. And then we had, is it still in here? And they had taken it out because we were kind of done with it. Salvador Dali, because we live in Florida. So we were able to visit the Salvador Dali Museum and do some really cool stuff with that. So we just kind of kept some, like I said, art books, and I have several others. So after some time, we'll just switch these out. We do not do morning basket every day. It just kind of whatever works for our life. And we don't always do it in the morning either. It's just when we have time for it, really. But we definitely try to get to it at least a couple times a week. So, and we don't necessarily do everything in the morning basket every day, every time we do morning basket either. So something else, that we do in our morning basket, and this is our read aloud, I just keep it right there in front. For our Bible part, we do long story short, and we absolutely love this. This has been really awesome. It's just perfectly timed for what we need, and it's really good for the kids, like at their age of learning more about the Bible and just growing closer to God with this, and we love this. We do poetry memorization, and I just got these from The Good and the Beautiful. So I will just read these. They have like we're working on our 4th poem of the year to have memorized. So they've been doing really well. I'm just really surprised at how well they've done it. We didn't keep up with this part, but it was just where he would write who he, I can't think of the word, recited the poem to, that he knew, but we just continue to practice that. So, and some of my favorite parts of our morning basket is we use 5 in a row, and the book for that right now, he's out of the way, is Katie and the Big Snow. And we use the 5 in a row, and then we also have the Christian character supplement that goes with that. Again, I just get almost all of our books for this stuff in the library. If there's one that we really like, then we know, okay, we'd like to add that to our actual regular library at home. One of my favorites is this, and I definitely plan on buying it. It's the Children's Book of Virtues, and there's just some really, really good stories in here, poems, fables, very just really great stories for kids and building character, and we've really enjoyed them. They're pretty short, so we've done, you know, sometimes we'll just do 1 or 2, and then other times we go through more. But this book is awesome. Let's see. This is a full introduction, but there's several different, and it gives you like the ideas of what you're looking for. So if we're focusing on courage and perseverance, this is a good section. And then this is responsibility and work and self-discipline and compassion and faith and honesty, loyalty, and friendship. And we were really working on compassion with when we were having a lot of sibling rivalry, as you heard earlier, when they were fighting. So we've really enjoyed this, and I definitely plan on actually purchasing this. I've actually checked it out the max amount of times from the library that we could. But anyway, this is my favorite part, probably. Besides long story short, I don't know, it's hard to say. Okay, and so now I'm gonna set that to the side. So as far as like the activity stuff, again, it's something I like to change up and rotate stuff out. But like I said, we had like the coin sorting and coin sorting. So I had the stuff in here and they would put them together. Then we did some little activities with this stuff in there as well. Set that to the side. And then, so this is our little activity basket. And I just had this for the toddler. In fact, some of these straws are missing. But these were really good because she would have to, these kept her attention really long, which was nice. So as soon as she starts to not be interested in that specific item I've put in here for her, I will rotate it out. But she just had to put these in, and she actually really liked doing this. So this was a really good one. That's why it's still in there. And then I have these alphabet wiki sticks, and I kept the sticks in here because they just didn't stay very well in there for them to use. And they're just kind of free to grab these as they want. I just kind of set it out, and as I'm reading, they can just grab. And so these they liked these a lot too. So I picked this up at the dollar section at Target, and these were just some money practice cards that come with a dry erase marker, and Bentley really liked those. And then we had some clock ones too. And I think there was other money. So that was like, that way we had things that related to the fact that we were learning about money. And I had these, there's several different ones in here with these pattern blocks, and then this box is full of different pattern blocks. So you can see all the different shapes, so that they can put these out and build some puzzles. Anything to keep their little fingers busy, but not being interrupted to the story. And then we were starting to learn on, I just wanted to kind of review, actually not learn, but he'd already learned about fractions, but sometimes I like to bring in what we haven't talked about in a while, just as a refresher. So we had these fraction cards, and he just put which ones were true, and then there was another one that said that they were false. So if they didn't say the right one, you just sort them. This was a printable that I had gotten off of A Dab of Glue Will Do, and I really like, that's a great resource. So these were little sunglass puzzles, and they're blends, and so my daughter, almost 5-year-old, was working on these. So they have to match up to some of them match, some of them don't. You can tell, like, oh, that doesn't really match. So anyway, this was a really good one. So I have these laminated so we can reuse them, because my son did use them, but these were really cool. So just some little fun activities, like I said, to keep their little fingers busy while we are. This one's a little louder, but I don't mind. But I really like these Magnetabs, and this one is just focusing on how to write the numbers properly because, like, I know my son, he was still writing like 6s and 9s backwards, so I was trying to just help reinforce that for my daughter so that she didn't have that. But if she does, it's fine. It's to be expected, right? So this just shows the proper form of like which direction to go, and so I like to pull this out from time to time. I also have like letter ones as well. So that is that, and then the end over here, which I'm missing something, but this was just I keep this on the shelf, is for my toddler, And again, rotating these things out. But these are just like some of those, I don't know what you would actually call them. I want to say lacing toys, but that's not correct. But where you have to weave the little, this one's an apple with a worm, which is cute. And then this one is actually a mouse. I don't know if you can see that, but the mouse with the cheese. So these are really cute to bring out for them. And she has some lacing beads, but those are obviously misplaced right now. But that is what we use, and that's just a glimpse into what we've been using for Morning Basket lately and this unit of money while we were working on that. So I hope this was helpful to you in some way, shape, or form. I know that I like watching these kinds of videos from other moms and seeing what they're doing in their houses and what's in their morning basket. And ooh, I like that. I'm going to add that to ours or something. So I hope that this inspired you in some way, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.